Hi, I'm Robert Bose.
I'm Tatiana Cheeves. Like that.
And I'm Pierce Powell, and together we make ease. The concept of ease is to make scheduling easier and more efficient for everyone. The inspiration from ease comes greatly from not only the struggles we faced, but also critiques provided by Lakewood High School's guidance counselor in the following interview.
I want to say 25%, if not more. It's definitely more than I thought in grad school. 25 to be safe, maybe more, 30-40%. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's relevant in the sense that, of course, as a high school counselor, making sure that you have the appropriate classes so that you can graduate and towards your college career and your future career goals. So yes, I should definitely be involved in that. But the mundane clerical, maybe not so much. So if that can be improved so that it's not taking up so much of the time, that I would much rather be counseling. Yes, it would. That would save time for me and students. I like structure, I like organization, and it makes me a little rattled when I don't have time to prepare for what's coming next, or if a student has a particular need. There's things that I can prepare ahead of time, knowing, okay, this student is coming at this time and this student is coming at that time. That would definitely be helpful. The resolution of conflicts and the constantly going over what the conflicts are, remembering what the conflicts are when I have the 3rd, 4th, or 10th student sitting in front of me that wants chemistry and AP history, for example, and having so much going on and no real way for a student to research that ahead of time, to not come to me and say, oh, I want chemistry and U.S. history. I have in the past printed out copies of the master schedule, which is very helpful for a student to see, and that makes it click for students to see, oh, when I look at this, I see that these 2 classes are at the same time, and that I myself, if I move this and this, then this makes it work, rather than, oh, Miss Ashwood is just being difficult. She just doesn't want to change my schedule. I do. I want to accommodate everyone, but there are restrictions. So having the master schedule communicated, I've tried making posters, having a printout, any way to best get that information across to students so that students can have a hand in their own scheduling. Yes, and some of it is a drag and drop, some of it does have to be typed, but it is for each student that I have to do that. And there are 430 CAT students.
Of the school year, it's not uncommon for students to struggle through issues in schedules. The first 2 weeks of a semester are often rampant with hours of waiting on an overworked counselor, choosing which of 2 classes scheduled at the same time to attend, and missing out on vital classwork in an attempt to make sense of a messy schedule. This hurts not only students and counselors, but teachers and parents. In such a stressful situation, why don't we make changes?
Situations like these are exactly what EASE intends to relieve. EASE is a simple software that will allow students to not only select their preferred classes, but also their preferred start times. For example, teenagers' sleeping schedules can vary to an extreme degree. EASE gives students the option to develop a schedule around their personal habits. If a student has trouble maintaining information in the morning, they can opt to take a more mentally demanding class later in the day when they're able to pay attention much more effectively. This method of student-driven scheduling is similar to that employed in colleges. By making schedules efficiently, there's a higher level of student satisfaction. With EASE, capable students will no longer fail classes because of the time it takes to place or waste precious weeks fixing schedules with counselors.
To further ensure student satisfaction, our software will be usable both on mobile devices and personal computers. This guarantees that all students, regardless of economic standing, will have access to the software. Alongside making students happy, EASE provides student counselors with a more effective and efficient medium in which to create schedules. This is important to the team at EASE because we want to make sure that all scheduling is less stressful for educational personnel as well as a better fit to individual students. As stated in an interview with the guidance counselor at Lakewood High School, the current software used to make schedules requires countless hours of typing every single student schedule by hand in an Excel sheet that holds the master roster.
Our software will use a database that stores a student's selected schedule so they can be transferred to an Excel spreadsheet. This avoids the issue of manually transcribing a student's chosen schedule. It also provides a medium for counselors to be able to view conflicts in schedules. Before, they had to manually view the data in search of conflicts that may not be caught until school starts. By getting the student a finalized schedule sooner, they don't miss out on an important initial assignment or class days. This saves valuable time in the beginning of the year for students and teachers.
EASE also helps students in the long run. Upon opening the application, students will be able to see requirements for magnet programs and graduation. It also includes the master roster that consists of the time that their chosen class is available. They can choose their preference of class choice in the form of a first or a second most wanted class. This is useful if the preferred time is full. The software will update in real time and show the space left in each period for a class. EASE prioritizes efficiency and, of course, ease. It will have an incredibly simple to use design that maximizes simplicity to make the lives of students, teachers, counselors, and parents better.
The struggles we faced are not only our own grievances, but grievances held by much of the student body. In the following interviews, you can see the opinions of 3 students brought to life.
My schedule was super hectic. It was many classes that I had already taken, many classes that I didn't even sign up for, and I had some classes that weren't even like for my grade level, some intro level classes.
My schedule was pretty messed up. I had about 4 classes. In total, I'm supposed to have 8 classes, and 4 of my classes on my schedule had C counselor on them. And that means we had to go to the office and wait for our counselor to, call us in and fix our schedule. And I spent a lot of time in the office, but it was just really frustrating. I had classes on my schedule I didn't even sign up for. They didn't keep us informed that one of the classes we requested the previous year was taken out of the curriculum, which was really annoying. We didn't get an email, nothing about it. So overall, it was really frustrating.
So at the beginning of the year, it was not what I asked for. I didn't have any C counselors, I don't think. I might have had 1, but I signed up for a specific amount of classes, and I understand that some of them overlapped. I think like only 1 said overlap, but there were still like 4 that I was just in the wrong class entirely. So it was rough because I had to go get it fixed, but I also, I guess that's part of it. Well, I also had to wait near the back of the line because they considered it as just me switching to electives, so it was really me switching core classes because other kids had C counselors, so they had to get them resolved. But I had to wait because was just switching around classes, but it still took as long.
It took me, in particular, about 2 weeks to get my schedule resolved. This led to me not showing up to many of the classes that I did plan on dropping, which unfortunately did lead up to many absences, but they have been resolved.
No, I'm not. It took a lot of time out of other classes that I was actually signed up for to wait in the office and wait to get called in. There was so many students that were in the office. There was like a whole line of students, and you're just sitting there waiting and waiting and waiting, and it's just like nothing happened until 2 or 3 months after.
Just about. I've had longer schedule change, in the past, I'm a senior, I've had a few that have been longer, but it could have been faster. I understand there were a lot of kids trying to fix their schedule, so it's probably tough.
As you can see, there's a wide range of opinions regarding scheduling. However, everyone can agree that change is welcome. This is EASE.